assuming that everybody in southern Indiana has Giardia. Bloomington has one of the best water supplies probably in the area. And yet you can instantly spot someone who has just arrived here as opposed to someone who has lived here for a while. And, people here age a lot faster. And a lot of the locals are very fat. That is, when you are not getting nutrients from your food, your body tells you you haven't eaten. And so you keep eating, especially carbs. And, if you are someone who's lived in northern Indiana where they, in a community with better water filtration, then, or that gets its water from a well rather than surface water, then you come here to go to school and you notice all these locals, people from, they say they're students, but they're from the local communities, and they all gather around to watch you struggle to deal with the nutrient deficiencies and the impact it's having on your mind. And this has been going on for so long, they know exactly how to take advantage of people in that state of mind. And then they point out to people who don't understand that this person's been infected with a parasite that has depleted a number of psychoactive nutrients such as B12 and protein, and has caused energy depletion that they are not used to. And they have a culture of what to say about people in these situations to shine the worst possible light on them. And so I don't know what kind of funding, what kind of, this is, I say, in areas like this, employment is usually pretty sporadic, pretty low intensity, not a lot of highly skilled type things. If there is something that seems to be higher education, it's not a high prestige school, and people have a lot of ways of justifying why that this is, that they say a lot of things well, the undergrads have to let off steam. You're not doing anything that important here. This isn't Georgetown. A lot of vocabulary that, so if you do get kind of stressed out, then they point out that you're getting stressed out, and that could be dangerous. If you're taking your work too seriously, they say you're taking your work too seriously. I've even been accused of having grades that were too high, saying that was a danger sign. So, nutrient depletion will cause developmental delay. It will cause physiological problems in children that will be permanent into their adulthood. Things will have a critical period in which they can form, and if they are depleted of nutrients during that time, then they will not grow properly.